house is a mess, as am I, and I'm trying to get it clean before the babies wake up, at least pick it up a little bit. But first, let's get some coffee, please. Okay, so for my coffee today, I'm using my new Keurig brewer. This is my Keurig K-Brew & Chill coffee maker and brewer. I love this thing, and let me tell you why. I prefer cold coffee. I like iced coffee, and this has both hot and cold capabilities, which is great. But for the cold part, it uses this quick chill technology, which brews the coffee cold straight from the brewer without dilution. That is the key point here. It also works with most K-Cup pods and has 4 different brew sizes. I've honestly just been enjoying this because it saves me time. I get to get some cleaning done while still enjoying some coffee and not having to go to coffee shop. Saves me money. And honestly, just overall impressed with the quick chill technology that the chill tank uses to flash chill my coffee. It's just another reason to be a fan of Keurig.
Okay, y'all come clean this camper with me from top to bottom. And I'm not the most OCD person in the world, but after you buy something pre-owned, I just feel like you ought to scrub it head to toe. I mean, even our house, like with the carpet and everything, I was like scrubbing. Like, you don't know what the people who owned it before you did in there, you know? So we gotta clean it and get all the germs away. But honestly, y'all, this camper was not that bad. I swept it. It needed to be swept. But I mopped and I cleaned out the inside of every single cabinet in there, the oven, the microwave, and everything. Whenever I wiped the inside of those cabinets, y'all, I was very impressed and surprised that there was like hardly no dust or dirt or nothing. And I didn't buy a whole carpet cleaner machine. Y'all let me know if I should. Is it nasty if I just vacuum it? Part of it's giving me the ick, but the other part is not wanting to go buy a whole machine to clean the camper. Why do husbands feel the need to do this every time you bend over? Anyway, we could tell this camper was very well taken care of. It is a 2015. We went and looked at a 2022 camper, and it was not taken care of. You could just tell the inside had scratches and dings and stuff all over the door, and it just was not near as clean as this one. Now, don't get me wrong, I understand people have toddlers. We're probably gonna get dings and holes in the wall and all kinds of things like that, but you know what I mean. I almost busted my tail right here. We ended up taking one of these couches out and putting a recliner in the corner instead so we could have somewhere to rock Slade. And honestly, the main reason I cleaned this thing was just so we felt a little bit better about sleeping there. I was so surprised when I saw the bottom of that mop pad barely even dirty.
It's time for the cleaning task I've been putting off for my entire life. I'm talking about an extreme fridge deep clean. My husband came downstairs and was like, why is there food on all of our counters? I said, don't worry, I'm handling business. Don't get me wrong, I love a good deep clean. But this task was on a completely different level. I'm talking about cleaning pipes. After pulling the fridge out, I wanted to clean behind it and clean the fridge itself. And oh my goodness, there was so much dust. This task sounded so easy in my head, but when I was really in the thick of it, I was like, oh my goodness, why did I start? But nonetheless, we did prevail, and it was time to take out all of the shelves, including the freezer shelf. Like, I was not cutting any corners. I was about to get zone on this fridge. And I know it's controversial, but one thing I will never let go of is my bleach. Like, I'm going to stick beside my bleach. It gets it done. Washing every individual shelf was definitely the most time consuming part of this entire project, but was definitely the most rewarding because these shelves were so gross. Just think about how much food and dried on mess is in your fridge. And if you're like me, you just look the other way, okay? Like, it will have to figure out itself. But today I was like, I cannot keep overlooking this. The fridge is gross. I was 2 hours in at this point and there was no looking back. Things were starting to come together. But then I actually forgot how to put the shelves back in, so we ran into a little bit of trouble. So I headed to YouTube University and we were good to go. Now that the inside was clean, it was time to clean the outside. I just used a multi-purpose cleaner because I personally don't like stainless steel cleaner. When everything was said and done, I was so proud of myself. This was a task I've been putting off for months, and yes, it did take 3 hours, but it was definitely worth it in the end. So take this as a sign to conquer that cleaning task you know you've been putting off.
My wife and daughter aren't home, so I'm gonna be cleaning everything until they get back. It's 1 o'clock, so I'm gonna get started. First things first, if you take medicine, don't forget to take it today. 100 milligram sertraline, orange juice, cheers. Starting out with laundry today. Got some new clothes in from Black Friday, just giving those a wash. We also have laundry that needs to be folded, so I'm gonna do that right now. We got the laundry all folded, now we're in the kitchen. Gotta do some dishes. We're an hour in, laundry just finished. Here's a little tip to keep your trash smelling good. You need 2 cotton balls and some tea tree oil. A couple drops on one, throw it in, same with the other. And then I throw my liner in. Now every time I open the trash, I get a nice little hint of tea tree. Just a little over the 2 hour mark, and I'm done after I fold these. Still have 30 minutes on the wash, and then that will get switched over to the dryer, which will be another hour, so I'm just gonna relax after this. Just kidding, I forgot about the rest of the dishes. It's 3:28. Oh, hey, buddy. 2.5 hours? That's not bad. At least we're cleaning the whole house solo. I'm gonna relax before everybody else gets here. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.
Vlogmas day 14, and I have kicked everyone out of my house nice and early this morning. Because I am a woman on an absolute mission today. Phoebe is having a birthday party in the house tomorrow, and this house is giving grim. I spent the whole day painting yesterday, and the house is absolutely trash. Why is it that a job that sounds so simple causes so much chaos? And it can't just be my house that if I miss one day of household jobs, the mess just magically appears. Started off in the bathroom because Josh has got a few little bits to do in here when he gets back. Cleaning it is somewhat pointless because he's definitely going to make another mess. You know that I mean business when the bleach comes out. I do try and avoid using it on the gold parts of the bathroom because I know it's it's not good for them. Some days it just needs a good bleach scrub. Standard practice of scrubbing the toilet within an inch of its life. Will Phoebe's little 5-year-old friends judge the state of my toilet? Probably not, but we're not taking any risks. I will probably have to do most of this again tomorrow. It is much easier to clean a house that's already clean. Emptied my suitcase from when I went away this week. Are you an empty your case person as soon as you get home? Because I am definitely not, and I actually contemplate just throwing the whole thing in the bin every time. I need to put this back up the attic, but that's definitely a job for Josh. Move it through on the landing. Do not judge the state of these carpets. They are desperate for a clean. And don't be fooled because we've got a long way to go. Time to tackle the rest of the house, and make sure that you come back for part 2.